welcome to Two Drink Minimum. This is the first to-go episode. I am your host, Gabriel Schaefer from Mortal Machine Gallery.
My name is Chris True from the Open Mic from Hell, and this is our first time doing this. We're in a beautiful location right now. We're at Muriel's in the French Quarter, steps away from St. Louis Cathedral. This is not your first time here, Gabe.
Correct. This is I don't know how many times, but I've had some experiences here. Correct. Yes.
Okay, so tell the people and me what this room is, what it's all about. I've eaten here before, but I've never had this experience before.
Yeah, so it's a little tricky finding this room, I think, at first, unless you have someone from the restaurant guide you. But basically, you order your drink from the bar downstairs, and upstairs through a sort of odd kind of winding stair hall scenario that we also heard monks chanting as we were coming up the stairs. It's pretty weird. Now we got light jazz playing in this room, so it's very it's a little sensory jarring getting into this place. But you come upstairs, wind around the corner, wind around a few doorways, and there are two lounges that this is known as the Séance Lounge. So yeah, both these rooms are. This one's a little more low key in my opinion than the other one. The other one's very maximalist.
Oh, the one we first walked into?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. The only reason why we're not filming in there is because it's very loud. But that room over there, it is, I would say maximum seance vibes.
For sure. Yeah, and I'm sure that we'll have some footage of it that we'll be placing on this video so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. But yeah, so this is just a really great place to chill above Muriel's. And typically, if you're here on an off night like this in the summer, or you're here on a weekday that's not necessarily during a busy time of the year or a busy week, you can be able to have a little bit of privacy and hang out with somebody and enjoy yourself up here in a cool vibe.
And this feels like something that not enough people know about. I mean, I live a corner from this place. I've eaten dinner here before on a very special occasion. I did not know that you could just walk up here with a drink. People need to know about this. This is some special New Orleans shit right here.
I agree. Yeah, and I think that one of the things that endears me to it is not just the way that it looks, but it's that journey of getting upstairs here. Because I've been up here numerous times, and I was even almost slightly confused, and it's been at least 8 or 10 times I've been up here.
A little bit of confusion to get into a place like this, I think, is a good thing.
Yeah, I think in terms of this town, because that's such a big part of something that I try to say to folks that are visiting here for the first time, or even on their early times, that when they're walking around the French Quarter, it's not what you're seeing that really that makes up this neighborhood. There's so much that you're not seeing. So it's whether it's hidden rooms or alcoves like this, or the numerous courtyards and gardens that are inside of the structures and inside of the blocks, and you have to go through weird hallways and pathways and all that. Yeah.
So for all of our people who have been walking through the French Quarter and a strange door opens and you catch yourself looking down that alleyway, wondering what is back there, the Séance Room up here at Muriel's is an opportunity to find out what's going on down a weird alleyway or in a strange entrance or whatever.
Yeah, and this place Muriel's has been around for a while. The house is haunted as shit. Like you said, it's right there, in front of St. Louis Cathedral. So the setting is wild.
Everyone knows that this is a big deal restaurant. Just walking by it, you can feel it. You can feel this is a special place. But I think a lot of people assume that it's too outrageous for them. I feel like this is like a graduation dinner, or it's a wedding reception dinner, but it's actually more accessible than that. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's super accessible.
Let's talk about it, because I feel like people don't realize how accessible it is.
Well, I think it's because people aren't used to interiors with this much character. And also,
this looks like a bed right here. The wall looks like a bed.
And the frames that they have on all the paintings are insane. I mean, and when you go down to that dining room too, that dining room is filled with all this old artwork, and every damn painting down there is as haunted as hell. And so you feel like you're in basically an old, mansion or something when you come inside of this place. So I think that there's an illusion of that's kind of cast over people based off of just how things look. But Muriel's is actually, I've been here numerous times and I brought my family to eat here, so it's fairly well priced. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, I also like their cocktails. So
so we have Now, I want to say I wanted to get the old fashioned. You beat me to it. I'm an old fashioned is my go to if I'm at a new spot for me.
Yep.
So I mixed it up. I got a pomegranate watermelon Paloma over here, a little
It's got a
lighter.
salted rim.
Got a salted rim, got a nice lime on the side. But cheers to
Let's
you,
give it
my
a try.
friend
Cheers,
Gabe.
buddy.
Yes.
To the Séance Lounge. Oh, that's right. Well, you can reserve that table too. Did you know that? Yeah, okay. That's a good idea. All right. Yeah, so Chris, something fun about this restaurant is as we were about to come up the stairs to come up the second floor, you probably noticed that there was a roped off round table with set up there. And so there's two things about that table. They keep that table actually like set up, number one, for the ghosts here to be able to hang out and dine. And then you can
Shout out.
actually reserve the haunted table and have your party eat at the haunted table as well.
You can do that.
Yes.
Okay. Have you done
Apparently the
this?
ghosts are cool with it. I've only eaten here with my family, but I come and hang out sort of like for after dinner cocktails here with dates.
Okay. I want to do this. I'm not really, I don't know how I feel about ghosts. I mean, I know they exist. I know that they don't all equal bad shit. But I'm surrounded by them right now. I gotta watch my mouth, right? But no, I wonder like what some of the more interesting things that have happened in that room are. Like,
when you say that room, you mean the one where the dining room table
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
Have it set up? Good question, buddy, because I've heard about haunting stories about this space all over this house, so I have not heard anything directly about these two rooms. And I don't know if I already said it, that room, even though it's called the Séance Lounge, from what I understand, hopefully I'm not incorrect, but everything that I've read, it was never actually a seance space. Although we do obviously have spaces where seances have been held and are still being held around the city. So, yeah.
okay,
Although I don't know if there's actually very many seances anymore, because there's a difference between like a ceremony and a ritual and a seance. A seance is like you're trying to communicate with the dead. Although you could argue that a lot of those tarot readers that are out there in Jackson Square, some of them are actually claiming that they're like mediums that can speak to like, dead spirits and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, I need more information on how on what the differences are between all these things. Because
Well, all this stuff has started up. I mean, it's been around for a long time, a lot of these things, but they crystallized for Western society in a lot of ways post World War One. Is the age of spiritualism. And at that point in time, to get a seance would have been just as popular as sending a text message to somebody right now. The way that everyone thought about spirits and channeling and speaking with the dead. And, there was a lot more like occultism was a bit more commonplace amongst middle class, upper middle class, and folks in general, post World War One. Yeah. Yeah.
okay, do you feel like a certain energy in this room right now? Are you neutral? What's going on with you, Gabe?
I don't know, bro. I'm just used to it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like constantly surrounded by spirits.
I assume so.
I assume so, Tim. Yes. Yes. The more I hang out with you, the more I realize that I am as well, probably.
Yeah, I think everybody is.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, but it's everyone's got these different approaches to the supernatural or things that are unseen, But I'm lucky enough to have a little bit of a framework that's been given to me growing up to at least have an idea of what I think I'm experiencing.
Yeah. So talk to me about some other experiences that you've had here. Because the only one that I've had here was a dinner that I was a guest of someone else that was paying for everything. And it was one of those, like, we're balling out. I think there was like a wine room somewhere in here. And it was just like a really over the top, balled out dinner. And I have always said that the scallop dish here is one of the best things I've ever had in my entire life.
Gotcha.
But you've had more consistent experiences here.
Yeah, I've brought my family members here. And
Yeah, we're skipping the family part, Gabe. Get to the other stuff.
I've brought lady friends.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But we haven't eaten here. Yeah, because for me this is more of like, if you already live here, if you're looking for that, if you haven't done galatoirs, or you haven't done these certain older dining style spaces, although they're not as super formal downstairs, the servers are definitely very, they're great here. I think they've got great servers that are almost like old school style servers, honestly, in the way that they behave, converse, and their level of professionalism. So I think that if you're looking for that kind of experience when it comes to dining, it's cool, you know. But my favorite thing about this space, to be honest with you, is my after dinner drinks up here.
Yeah, let's get to the after dinner drinks.
No.
Me and the audience
We're
were
gonna
all like,
unravel this like an onion because there's too much to divulge.
well, I'm already crying, so let's get into it. I've already got tears in my eyes.
Yeah, as I was telling you, well, whatever. It's the cat's out of the bag. Ayo. I've sat 3 different dates on this couch and had conversations. This is technically my 4th date on this couch.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You did buy my drink earlier.
I always buy drinks.
Okay, great. Great.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
date number 1.
Date number 1.
Are you the kind of guy, do you remember like all your dates? Like I have a great memory. If it were me, I would be able to go like, yeah, I was here with this person this time. We talked about these things.
Well, I got to be cautious because we live in a town, you know. They're all wonderful women. And no, it's true. I
believe
I'm grateful for all my friends and all my experiences. Yeah, I mean, they 3 different types of ladies for sure as far as energies. I'm not actually, I don't really have I sort of have a type, I suppose you could say, but they're different kinds of women, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But,
I'm not asking you to kiss and tell over here. I'm not a kiss and
Yeah.
tell person myself. I guess I'm just more curious about the experience of bringing someone over here.
You always end
and-
up talking about ghosts and metaphysics in this damn place because of the fact that it's haunted and because of the Séance Room. Yeah, that much I can remember about all 3 of these ladies. Yeah, we always end up talking about ghost shit up here, haunted stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're into paranormal stuff and you're not sure if the person you're vibing with is, and you bring them to a place like this, you're gonna find out really quickly
Fair.
if they're for you or not.
Yeah.
It's like you're unsure if this person you're dating is into wrestling, and then you bring them to Monday Night Raw, and you'll know really quickly if they're into it or not.
I mean, I could understand, like, I'll date a woman that might not be into wrestling, but I don't know if I can date a woman that doesn't believe in ghosts. That's a little too weird for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if they live here. It's like being a hypochondriac and living in New Orleans. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, you're a mess.
Right.
Yeah. Your time here will be limited.
So you're like, oh, there's no fucking way ghosts exist, but I live in New Orleans. Like, how did you avoid this?
Yeah.
What my question is, what's wrong with you that you're not perceiving them, or you're not at least like getting a sense of it?
Or do they, no disrespect, do they all live in Metairie and are saying it's New Orleans?
Oh,
Although there's probably ghosts in Metairie too.
different kinds.
Different kinds of ghosts.
Yeah.
Ghosts that do, that work in an office. Ghosts that
like,
that do dental.
What is this dread feeling that's haunting me? Oh, I ruined my life by choosing this horrible path year after year after year.
Yeah, the ghosts here are all like did crimes and snuck booze into places. The Metairie ghosts are, quit their job before their 401k.
Yeah, one
Cash
can
or-
be haunted if you make the wrong decisions at the wrong time on Bourbon Street.
Yeah,
No matter where you
no matter where you come from.